And welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast, everybody. Josh is already joining in saying, let's make it weird. Let's get weird. Let's get weird. Let me quote him right. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and joining Tony and I.
Go to the split screen.
The host with the most. Do we say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, that was Beetlejuice.
We don't sit here and we don't fight over it. We're not like, I'm the host. No, you're the host. We're both the hosts.
I mean, you did karate chop me in the kabingi one day of going, this is my show and I'm running it how I want.
You understand? Just like that.
When she thokes out, I'm just like, all right, fuck, I'm out.
That stuff sucks, man. I never used to get that way. Like, I never really got that bad, but I never used to get that way. What's going on? What we got?
I'm getting blown up left, right, and center.
On Twitch?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Thanks, guys, for tuning in on Twitch.
Because y'all are fucking amazing. By the way.
And YouTube.
I mean, whatever, YouTube. Just don't care.
Right.
I have to say that we finally were able to build the community.
We were, you guys.
We got that achievement of 5 of you people talking at the same time.
5, not 10. 5. Yep. 5. I don't know what that means. Yeah.
But no, it's pretty freaking awesome, and I'm hoping that my volume is down, so it's not.
Every time, like, that throws me off because I have freaking.
There we go.
Okay, right. We got it. Vertigo. So when something like that, like it, weird. But we're so glad that you guys are joining in. We thank you for helping us reach that achievement. We found out right before we started the podcast, so that's really cool. Yeah, so we want to thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts, our weird little hearts, for helping us get that achievement. We're going to keep on moving forward with it, and we got a lot more road to cover.
We do.
But we're knocking them down, and we thank you guys for helping us do that, for sure.
Yeah, so thank technology freaking out and resetting, because I wouldn't have known that.
Right.
Unless, the computer went, not today, Satan.
Yeah, I'm learning with technology, that fickle bitch, that, like, my email, if I don't delete some and I don't turn off my phone and turn it back on, I miss out on a lot of my emails, apparently.
Yeah, that...
they cut you off at a certain...
Google's relentless when it comes to that. Because here's I freaking lost, I don't even know how many things about penis enlargement and getting my hair back. And I went, how do they know?
No one's going to know. How will they know? Yeah. Yeah, no shit. That's just crazy. But they do. Like, they throw so many stupid spam emails. I'm like, I don't want to weed through this. Can we just delete? And then I find out that there's some that get shoved into spam that it's not supposed to be there amidst all of that other bullshit. It's like, how am I supposed to find the stuff I need?
I'm still waiting for my ebook from Dr. Jeff T. Bowles. Because,
T-Bowles.
T-Bowles. But yeah, it's frustrating because technology, man.
Yeah. We like it. We love it, but we hate it.
It's an unnecessary, evil.
It's like that family member that you feel like you have to love because you're family. Kind of.
Are we supposed to do that?
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think so. That's not healthy.
I mean, I don't,
Not healthy. Speaking of family, no, just kidding. Nobody's joining me.
How has your week been?
Well, thank you for asking. It's been it's been a good week, like a great week. I had a lot of, last week I got out finally. I started to see people hang out. I got that nifty little ankle. No. I started feeling better. So I was able to go out. I officially got dressed and looked kind of human. Wore leg prisons, kind of like for the whole time that I was home. Like, why were leg prisons important? They weren't. So I had lots of sweatpants adventures at home.
It's all about the nucleus.
Really? So that's been kind of a thing. I finally was able to go and do stuff. So following with that, I got a chance to go and help support the Tina Jackson family for the benefit and everything, and that went really well.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Orla Bora played. They did an excellent job. There was a 50-50 raffle, and we got to give credit where credit's due. Rude actually won.
What?
Yeah, he won, and he gave the money back.
That's freaking awesome.
So, we got to give him a good round of applause there. I mean, he's a great guy anyway, but for him to step up and to do that and to give towards the family, because those times are hard.
When I grow up, I want to be like Rude, seriously.
Yeah.
When I grow up.
That much taller. Yeah.
Wow, really? You're going to cut a guy down in his prime.
Well, I'm short, so for me, I'm just like, how's it going up there, man?
He has to bend in half to give you a hug.
Pretty much almost everybody does anyway. So, but yeah, it's even worse for the people that are much taller, you know. But yeah,
Hello down there.
So they did an awesome job. They did a really good job at the benefit. They play, you know, first time seeing them play. So that was exciting because we've had them here in the studio.
I love them guys.
I do too. And you missed the song. They did the Prince. Yeah. It's amazing.
What song was it? Oh, Purple Rain?
Yeah, Purple Rain. It was awesome. They did really good. But I was excited to be able to at least make it out there and celebrate her life, you know, because we talk about that a lot. Cancer it fucking
cancer.
Sucks. Fuck cancer. It does. It takes away a lot of people that we love, and to be able to come and join in and kind of celebrate her life, even though I didn't ever get the chance to meet her. Everybody's love, you could feel that. So
you got to see her legacy, which was amazing.
Yeah, for sure. So that's amazing. And with that being said, I just started feeling really good, and some pictures were taken of me at it, and I went, I don't like the way I look right now. So with that being said, it was, okay, Heather, get your shit together and get moving. And I stepped on the scale and I found out how much weight I have actually gained. And I've talked about this on Survivor Girl on Sunday.
Go check that episode out.
Honestly, I'm not embarrassed about it because it happened.
Right.
What, you know, it is what it is. There's no fucking sitting here and crying about it. I'm just going, oh, okay, I'm waking up now. Let's get this together and get on the move. So I started writing out my stuff. I talked about that, how much I love highlighters and crossing. Well, I moved over to the digital age of things. So now,
for that.
Well, I use the our groceries app, and I added all my stuff. So you can check it off. You can check it off and re-add.
I was showing you that on my note list.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that, but it's just so re-add whatever. And I really got a fire lit up under me, and I started feeling like myself again because I went through a little bit of depression. I talked about that too. So now I'm like, okay, here we go. Yep. I'm ready to play again. So I've been focusing on myself. I have kind of been a little bit on offline. I kind of got stuff I want to get done to achieve to make sure that I'm taking good care of myself. Nothing against anybody. I love all you beautiful bastards out there. But, you know, there's just a time when you have to stop and focus and go, okay, I need to get this together. Love you guys, but this is where I'm at right now.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So with that being said, like I have my Fitbit, and I have a certain amount of steps that I like to be able to get, you know, throughout the day. And then I've been getting 8 to 10 miles on my bike, and then about 10,000 steps. Or more, and then watching everything that I'm eating and being accountable for myself again. So that's where I'm at this week. And
Louder is chiming in and says, "Whoa, what did I miss? I heard there were tears."
Tears?
Yes.
From what?
From you kicking ass and leaving a footprint.
Oh yeah, it's my fat crying, friend. I wear black to go work out because it's a funeral for my fat.
Get it, little buddy.
Yeah. So that's been the thing, you know. I'm just focusing on that, and I finally got my bio into Crystal because she puts stuff up for people to. I do the foot detoxes and Reiki and whatnot, so that's available. Yeah, vibing higher, man. I got that page done up. I got all kinds of fun stuff going on, and I'm just trying to find my sense of making money for myself instead of having to always work for people. So that's where I've been this week.
You know, the song that popped into my mind when you said vibing higher.
Yeah.
Bring me a higher love.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoops, that was off. Whoa. There we go.
Holy shit, we're blowing up.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and check that. But that was my week. I'm going to check this out, see what's happening, and then we'll go back to you on your week.
Yeah.
So let's see. John's joining in. He said, you said that like you stopped being weird in the first place.
He's not wrong.
I never have. And I never will. You can't take away my weirdness. Josh has nice achievement. Nice. Keep on progressing. And my dad is actually joining in. He says, hello, you two.
Oh, hello.
Welcome. So, yeah, so that was my week. I'm on a high note this week. But I also come up with one more thing.
What you got?
So, working on myself and doing this stuff to try to get myself back on track. When you fall off the wagon and you stay off the wagon, that's when you start having like the anxiety and depression and stuff because you stop doing the good stuff for your body.
Just a wee bit.
So Big brain thoughts. So, all right, anyway, moving over to you. How has your week been? Tell me good things.
I have amazing things that I have done this week. I got a late start on planting my seeds for flowers and produce. And I actually have some new peppers going in, which is the mild poblano, which is amazing. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It tastes incredible in chili. And I made chili. So good. Which is funny because your interpretation of doing your little tuna melts with the scoops and the cheese.
Yeah.
I did that with chili tonight, and holy shit, it was amazing.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, there's like no additive crap that you're going to get from a can or a box. Literally everything I did was fresh.
Yeah.
And, made my own tomato sauce out of like the orange tomatoes that you can find.
Love orange and yellow.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's less acidity, so I'm not dying.
Right.
Although I'm walking around, and I'm pretty sure somebody could follow me with a lighter because it'd be like,
don't blow this place up.
Right. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Let's blow this bitch down. Let's burn this bitch down.
So, yeah, it's been an incredibly productive week, and it's so funny because I planted everything on Friday, and my tomato plants are already this tall.
Oh my gosh.
My zucchinis are blowing up. I've got some pumpkins that are just going already batshit crazy. I think every single one of the flowers have germinated and popped up.
Oh, really?
It's
heck yeah.
Crazy. I'm like, I don't remember them being this big last year.
Right.
Because I try to start all my stuff from seed. So there's that process. But I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, it's been a really cool week. We actually have some announcements for later because there's a new channel underneath the Strange Friends Media moniker that is started out at our second HQ.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. I don't know anything about that. Like, did you sneaky podcast me? Like,
no.
It's there now. Can't take it back. Wait a minute. I had no say in this. What's going on here?
No, it's
other HQ.
It's a soft announcement.
Okay.
But we'll get into that part later too, which is really cool.
I love it.
And there's actually been some pretty cool rumblings going on down there. So
not like chili rumbles.
Well, I can't spoil the other things that are going on down at the second HQ, but I can spoil the one thing because it's actually up if you guys want to support, and we'll get into that in a little bit.
All right.
But it's been pretty amazing. I also finished my I can show you guys this.
Yeah.
Henry Ford book. Hey, there we go. And this thing is incredible, which sucks though, because
incredibly old.
Well, it's a first edition print.
Just kidding.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that, but if you guys have access to any of those books, hook a brother up. Because I tried looking for these things, and they're all apparently first edition. And the author is Simons. So, yeah. Most of these books are going from anywhere from $40 to $45. Because apparently they're all first editions and would never reprinted again. So if you are interested in hitting me up and getting me a book, that would be amazing because I'm a voracious reader.
Ferocious.
So, yeah.
Ferocious reader.
But, yeah, I mean, that I'm going to be downsizing some of my books. So if you guys are interested in all of that.
Do some trades.
Yeah, do some tradesies because I love books. And, I mean, I think if my YouTube playlist ever gets discovered by any of the three-letter acronyms of the government, they're probably going to throw me in a hole and throw the hole away. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
I would be like, you guys can dig this. I'll throw him. That's what I'll do. No.
Right?
That's not right.
But no, it's been pretty crazy with the weeks and just doing seed updating. I showed you the list of my seeds. Like, it just scrolls.
That's crazy.
And, getting stuff done, obviously, for the show, ramping up for Guitar Fridays. As John, you can tell I haven't shaved, so that's been a pretty busy week.
Yeah, he always says that when you have not shaved, that you must be busy.
So yeah, that's been the gist of my week.
That's awesome.
And we've got some pretty cool shit coming down the pipe.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. I have somebody I want to mention that is just tuning in here. What? I want to give a huge thank you out, or a big shout out to Twiddler's Place MTG.
Yes,
I was able to jump on and watch his latest stream. That was, I think it was the night that all of the what's the newest MTG?
Neon Dynasty Kamagama.
Yeah, there was so much of it, and they were talking about it being saturated with everybody jumping on and talking about it.
Yeah.
But I did stay on and I watched the whole stream of Twiddler's Place. If you guys haven't had a chance, go over, subscribe and follow him over there.
Local.
Support. That whole, if you guys are into MTG, even if you're not, go check it out because the art on the cards are amazing. If you're, it might be something that you want to collect. We play cardboard. You play online. But I want to give a shout out to him. He does share us also on his other Facebook page. So I appreciate that, awesome. Sharing that link and everything. So I want to give him a shout out. Go subscribe over at Twiddler's Place if you guys have not done that yet. A lot of great content. Really nice dude. Fun to watch too. So I like it. Every time a good heavy hitter comes out, drink one if you got one. I'm like, you don't want me to, dude, you don't want me to do that. I'm just warning you now.
The only way Heather can do that if you buy her the little skewers and have the little cubes of cheese.
Right.
Aside from that, she won't do it.
Okay, hold on though. I did actually have a drink at the benefit.
What?
But I drank water with every drink that I drank of the drink. Drink of the. Can you guys say that fast? So I didn't I started to feel a little bit of a buzz, and then I just started drinking water in between, and I was fine. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to do this all the time because empty calories, and that's not worth it. But, I did have a drink. Also, Jeff is joining in. He says, you will never get your books back. Be willing to see them go bye-bye. Also.
He's totally thrown me under the bus.
Yeah, I kind of figured that because he likes to jump on here and do that. John says, support local, even if it's long distance. I mean, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, seriously. It doesn't take much to jump on, subscribe, share somebody else's content, what they're doing. John has a page as well at the same name on YouTube, which is, I'll tell you guys that too. We'll give him a shout out as well. MTGA Master the Game already.
Yes.
Go check him out. He does streaming as well. We like to share that. We like to share other people's pages and try to support. When we have guests on, we've had bands and all kinds of other musicians and comedians. We even had paranormal investigators come on. We've had all kinds of people join us on the show, and we like to be able to share. That's one of the main things. Yes, conversation is one of our big things, but we like to be able to support, especially if there's benefits and things going on as well. We like to throw those out there so we can get more people involved, and it's just being, helping the community out.
Yeah. Louder is chiming in and says, growing up is optional. I would have come over for supper. And he's weird in other ways.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Baghead, yes.
Yes, Baghead. Oh my God.
If you don't think I don't watch, I do.
Here's the thing, and this is nothing but love being sent to you, brother. It is one of the worst yet amazing things you could ever watch. Because it's like a train wreck. You can't look away, but you have to watch it. What's happening next? I love it.
I give props out to him too, because we've talked about this several times in the past of starting a YouTube channel or putting content out there, being a content creator. It doesn't always hit right away. And I have watched a lot of different things on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, all these different things. And there are some stuff out there that is so damn bizarre. But then there's sometimes I can't even stop watching, and I'm like, why am I watching this?
Yep.
Not saying that about his, but not that. But there has been some on there. I'm like, what is this person do? What is this person doing?
Weird Paul is one of my favorite ones on Twitch.
I haven't. Well, okay, so I'm just gonna tell you, I don't know who this person was, but it was on a TikTok, but it was live, and the person just had their hair, think of The Ring. and just walking back and forth and doing weird things. I'm like, why am I watching this? Because I want to see if it's going to be a jump scare. What the hell is on the bed? Like, what is that moving on the bed? What the heck is going on here? So I lost parts of my life because of that stupid crap, and that's what I mean by it. However, I am coming to find Instagram and TikTok has some pretty cool stuff. I actually jumped on and Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray was doing a live and talking with people and stuff, and that was interesting.
Nice.
And then I caught the Eric Nelson who played Enos. I always say Enos. Is that right? From 1883.
Oh yeah.
He jumped on, and then Colton, the guy that plays Colton, or the character Colton, and Sam were all on doing a live and talking and answering questions and stuff. So you do kind of catch those things, which was funny because we've talked about these Easter eggs and watching stuff behind the scenes. And now here I am after I said, I don't like doing that. And then they jump on live and I'm watching this whole thing and listening to the guys talk about, the different stuff from cowboy camp all the way to Sam, the character who plays Sam, or the guy who plays Sam.
Yes.
Talking about Martin, his name. Talking about learning the language.
Yeah.
And all the different stuff to make sure that he did right by the Comanches.
Right.
So that was really interesting. And there's only 2 more episodes left.
I know.
But Taylor is making this universe thing. Like Taylor Sheridan is blowing it up. There's going to be a 1932 coming out.
Nice.
1932. And there is talks of a second season of 1883.
Really?
There is talks. So I don't 100%, I can't tell you guys if that's the truth. That's what I heard, kind of little snippets from last night. And they were asking about certain things, and the characters are like, we're not talking to you about it. But they did say, if you guys are watching this, episode 9 has a lot of twists and turns, so be ready is what they pretty much were saying.
Oh, you're killing me.
Yeah. So that was interesting, though, to listen to that and see. And he kind of, Eric Nelson talked a little bit about his character being killed off already.
Yeah.
And how that was. But he's really, truly rooting for Sam.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's just okay, Sam, and he's like, I really wish I could have worked with you and seen you or saw you jump off of your horse and go after with a tomahawk. He's like, I didn't get to see any of that. I had to be out of there. So it was interesting to listen to that stuff and see that, because now I'm kind of feeling this behind the scenes stuff by listening to their lives. It's been really interesting.
Well, speaking of behind the scenes, there is going to be a new Baghead episode soon.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's what Tim was saying.
Very
and
nice.
Also, I actually did something very similar with Devin Townsend.
Okay.
Because he's in the studio and he's recording new music. So he did a live stream, a live chat.
Yeah.
And was answering questions about,
that's awesome.
When his new record's coming out, who is potentially going to be on the record in his band.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to ask a question that he answered, which was really cool. Because I asked him to come on the podcast because I'm a cheeseball.
Yeah.
And it's Devin Townsend.
Hey.
Why the fuck not, right?
I mean, you never know until you ask.
Exactly. So
I asked like once, maybe twice, but after that, just kind of like, okay.
I did. I was, totally tongue in cheek, because that's the thing. Devin Townsend gets it. He's got an amazing sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
So then I asked the question about 6'6" Samus, which incredible fucking drummer, by the way. If you've not checked out him, he's amazing.
Right.
And he's, dick and fart jokes. We'd get along great in person.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But he was talking about how much fun he actually had in the studio working with Samus, and just how much crazy shit they did. Like, he did this whole fart metal thing.
Oh, gosh.
And apparently it blew up on TikTok because there was girls running around farting to his metal video, which was freaking hilarious.
It doesn't take much. It doesn't take. Okay, so I haven't figured it out, but it does. Obviously, now I know. That's what I got to do to be TikTok famous.
Yes.
I'm on there and I do little cheesy, like dorky videos and stuff.
Yes.
To, like other recordings, whatever.
Yes.
But that's not my goal, to get on there and to do any of that stuff.
Right.
But it's just fun. Like, there's sometimes it's just like, oh, I'm just going to do a dumb video right now because it will make me smile, and maybe it will make somebody else smile. Just stupid stuff, though. But there are some people on there that do put some really good content out, and then there's some that you're like, how did this person, how did this go viral? Like, so I stopped asking that question. Like, I stopped
And that's the thing is I want you guys to hear me because of all of the family of content creators that we've been engaged with, like the Magic community and other fellow podcasters. If you're doing something to go viral, you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
That's true, yeah.
Because we are episode 232 now.
Yeah.
And some days it's easy, some days it isn't. So getting the opportunity, like Heather was saying, to do the behind the scenes stuff and talk to these other people that are getting paid squazillions of dollars because they're famous and going, okay, what do you do to engage when you're not fucking feeling it? And they go, put one foot in front of the other.
Yep.
And some days that is ridiculously the hardest thing to do on the face of the planet.
Oh, for sure. Like I know on Thursdays, like I still like I did my workout, my list of stuff that I had to do.
Yeah.
But usually on podcast days, I am very low key. I really kind of chill and I don't do a whole lot. But finding, getting better sleep and taking better care of myself, I have come to find that I have more energy. So today I did not. Usually I will take a little nap.
Yeah.
Little siesta, But I didn't today. I was like, oh, I'm good. I got tired, but I'm like, no, you can stay up like a big girl.
Right.
You don't need a nap. Just keep living. Like, stay awake. You got this. So, normally though, I will make sure I don't have a lot going on because I don't want to drain myself out. And, I think I'm finding the keys of how not to do that.
Right.
Which is great. So staying on that,
Well, and that's, to sidestep for a second, taking care of your health is one of those things that I did this amazing experiment last week. So for 7 days, I kicked up my vitamin D intake to 21,000 international units.
Which was for you.
For me. For me. I'm not advising anybody else to do this unless you've done the due diligence yourself.
Right.
So for me, because it's my body and nobody else will let me abuse them the way that I want to. So there's that. But what I did is 21,000 international units of vitamin D3. And holy shit. Talk about things just... it was amazing. I was thinking faster. I was thinking clearer. Everything was so much more just turned up to where everything was in super hyper focus. And I just kept boom, 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 clicking things off. And I'm going, wow, is this what it's like to be fully plugged back in and focusing? Because obviously I have a routine and regimen of other supplements that I'm taking to work with that whole process. But the crazy part about it is, since I can only experiment on myself and it's not considering crimes against humanity, I had a huge mark of success. So I stepped it back down and went back down to my normal everyday dose.
Right.
But I was like, holy shit, there's something to this. And discovering, individually what you do for your health, what to work on getting constant sleep, to eat better, to exercise, to, take supplements if you're lacking something in that process.
Right, exactly. And it definitely is. It's not a one size fits all. I've come to find that with health and taking care of yourself, what works for one person does not necessarily work for another person. Because if you think about it, him and I are different weights. We're a different gender. We're all that different stuff. So we have different makeup and it's not going to work the same.
Well, I'm from Uranus. Heather's from Earth. Last time I checked.
Yep, legit like Earth Angel.
So Louder says Devin is awesome. Hey Heather, Baghead needs a makeover. Wink.
Makeover.
And I obviously suck at drawing. So.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I can do that. I just, I really feel thankful for everything with everybody jumping on here. I'm not going to get mushy. I'm not going to cry. I'm telling you guys. But no, I'm serious. I want to thank everybody again for jumping on here and talking. We keep on, for you guys jumping on Twitch and talking throughout the whole thing, which is incredible. On YouTube too, as well. You guys are awesome. We do appreciate it. But we keep on hitting these goals and reaching these achievements, and it's just awesome to have that. And I kind of want to take a minute and let you guys know that it's not just Don't Make This Weird podcast. So we, all across the board, you guys jump on and you help us to reach these achievements, and we're still working hard to get those. But we are also re-aired on solidstateradio.net. Just want to give a huge shout out to Sean and Adam over there at the Lyric Mall. We thank you guys for everything that you do, and everybody else that creates content over there. Just want to give you guys a round of applause for that as well, and just thank you guys for pushing this whole thing forward. They re-air all of our shenanigans over there. Not all of them, but most of them.
Shenanigans.
And from what I understand, you have it pulled up right now?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, so not only do we have Don't Make This Weird on the Don't Make This Weird channel, we also have Guitar Fridays and Chill Stream Saturdays. Yep. And I think I'm working on this to figure out exactly what I want to do and put down a schedule, because I do want to jump on and do a couple things and help add to this channel as well.
Yes.
Also on Survivor Girl, which airs on the first 3 Sundays of each month. Thank you guys for jumping on and watching that as well. And Motivational Mondays, when I don't shit the bed and forget about it. I was halfway through the day and I was out and about and I went, oh my gosh, it's Monday. No motivation there, I guess, except for me getting out of the house.
There is that.
Okay, and then we also have...
This Is My Brain podcast, which airs on Saturday nights, right around 8, 9 o'clock. There's also Tuesday Night Rants, which is done by This Is My Brain.
Yeah.
And then there's Survivor Girl Sundays.
Yeah, guys.
And then there's also Initiative Impossible, which airs on Wednesday nights.
Oh, gosh, you guys.
Yes.
At 6:30 on Wednesday nights. We just finished.
Yes.
Well, we just finished the last campaign where Tony was DMing. And what... I'm just going to say.
No spoilers.
No, I'm not spoiling it, other than you have a f***ed up imagination, my
You're
friend.
You're welcome. Thank you.
There's so much stuff in that where we all, all of us were in game and out game, scratching our heads going, what the hell is going on here? What is happening?
Yeah, we covered that.
Yeah, so if you guys get a chance, they are all there in entirety. You can watch the whole show, the whole episodes, each episode, or you can go and watch the fun, amazing shit that Josh does. It's not shit, sorry. Amazing stuff that Josh...
It's shit in the ocean.
Shit in the ocean. That Josh does with the edits and the fun thing.
Yes.
And it's not just him. There's art in there from Brian. I want to give shout out to Rude for doing the art. The Hero Forge art for the characters, which I'm sure he's going to love for the next campaign. We're starting a new campaign, and Colin is jumping in line for that one. So there's going to be new characters for that, because we don't want to kill off the loved ones.
No.
The beloved characters from...
We have to keep the beloved characters.
Yeah, and we're not done with that. We're going to go back.
No,
That's just a chapter that we're done with. In Icewind Dale, right? We're done with Icewind Dale.
Done with Icewind Dale.
Okay, so you guys can go ahead and watch those. I love that. But what else do we have? Is that everything?
Well, we have Crystal LaFay.
Yeah.
She's doing is it a podcast or is it just a show that she's doing?
I think she's just a show, just doing a thing. Doing her thing.
It's Crystal LaFay. She's amazing.
Doing her thing. And she does have her channel already up.
Yes.
So you guys can go check out the channel and subscribe and get ready, because new content drops almost...
I think it's she's dropping stuff every day.
The show is going to be dropping soon, but there's stuff dropping every day. So you guys can go look positive, inspiring, love her. She helped me with my bio today.
She's amazing.
Mm-hmm. She sent it over and she's like, if you want to change anything, I'm like, no, I don't want to change anything. Incredible job. So I think that's everything.
Well, there's one more that I want to add to it.
Yeah.
So I have to go through and pull this up on YouTube so you guys can see this. Because one of the cool parts about having 2 HQs is the fact that they are always doing crazy stuff that we have done in multiple different areas. So since we all like getting our hands dirty and doing those crazy things, one of the coolest things that... is on down in the man cave.
Yeah.
So there's a new channel, which I'm subscribing to. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. So we're gonna grab the window.
Serve it up.
We're gonna serve it up. All right. So we're gonna add source, and we're gonna go to window capture. There we go. All right. So you guys are seeing this and watching me do this in real time. Not because you guys are, don't need to know what's going on, but I want to show you guys this stuff. It's really cool. So here's the thing. This is Man Cave Makers on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's really freaking cool. It's covering all the stuff that they make at the Man Cave.
That's awesome. I really like that a lot.
With the signs, with the bars, with the stage. Like they're doing a bunch of stuff right now. So
that's awesome.
This is what we do, guys. We click on subscribe and we go to all notifications. So anytime there is a video that drops, and you guys just saw me do that live.
Well, you remember. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but
no, you're good.
You remember how it's made?
Yes.
I love those shows.
Yeah.
So I feel like that might be a similar kind of feel to it.
Well, and that's the cool part about it. So if you guys go on YouTube and type in Man Cave Makers Taylor, it's actually a channel that he's running and editing.
Awesome.
So shout out to my man Taylor. And they actually have a video that goes over briefly what they're talking about. So it's the channel intro, Cave.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Yeah, go show some support on that. And
I've already done it.
Get over there and love on those guys because they're amazing.
Yeah. So again, thank you guys for all the support and seeing all the different stuff that we have going on. We do have a lot of people, and we're not just on YouTube and Twitch. We do have Facebook as well.
That's right.
We share a lot of stuff on Strange Friends Media, local events, different things like that. And also a lot of the stuff that we have going on, we try to share as much as we can. We have to start adding more content and putting more things. I'd like to figure out how to get a couple of our videos, like these older videos, the fun stories and stuff, to get little snippets so people can come and watch some more of the stuff that we've done.
I'm still trying to do the animation shit, and it's killing me because I don't have the patience to do frame by frame by frame. I mean, you're talking 24 frames a second, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm maybe up to like 102. Oh. Because it sucks.
That's a lot to do. And Josh does a lot of that stuff for Initiative Impossible.
That's the thing is I'm trying to animate the feral old lady story.
Right.
And just like, it's horrible. Because I'm like, next frame. Next frame. And I'm going, there's got to be a faster way to do this.
There's got to be.
Because I can't draw for shit. So there's that.
Right. See, like, I want one of those tablets where I can actually draw my stick figures on it.
I sent you my first tutorial of my stick figure.
Yeah, you did. Let's talk about that.
He's handicapped.
He sends this video, like, super excited, right? And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not upset about him being excited about it. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, send it over. I'll look at it, So I open it up, and I'm like, Tony, little buddy, it's not moving in my video. You said you made a video, like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And so I don't know what happened, but I did end up seeing it. Like, I came over and he's like, look, he does move. I told you. And I'm like, yeah, he does. There it is. So there's a lot of different stuff. I mean, there's so many different pieces to what we do here, and we want to expand. We want to be able to do more stuff. We want to look for more people that are, content creators that want to be able to do this stuff. But the thing is when we're doing these shows and we're doing these things, we have a thing where you are excellent with all of this stuff.
Yeah, doing the studio shit.
And I am like, I will media. We will do this. And I still have a lot to learn with doing that stuff too, to put it out there and to hopefully pick up some editing. I might have to talk with Josh and learn some of the stuff to grab the little snippets of video to share, thumbnails, all that stuff. I mean, there's so much stuff that we could be doing and extra things. And, we need to learn. I need to learn, whichever. But we do this together. I can't imagine doing this all by ourselves.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, to give Josh a shout out for the simple fact is that this dude is a freaking boss. How he has any of these clips memorized of where they're at, but I'm assuming with the amount of edits and crap that you do, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
To what was the one of the last episode that he edited and dropped? Like the first couple of minutes is literally switching back between different scenes from like 4 episodes ago.
Yeah, it's freaking amazing.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah. That is so time consuming. Just that little bit of like, oh, here's the thing he's making a reference to.
Yeah.
And you have like 3 different transitions from all 4 of you guys.
Right.
And I'm like, Jesus, how do you keep that shit straight?
I'm serious. Like, we definitely like to be able to give the shout out to him there. I know we talk about Josh a lot on these episodes, and it's sad because in Initiative Impossible, he is behind the scenes.
Yes.
So you don't really get to see him or see what he's doing. There was a couple episodes that he had joined us on.
Yeah.
So you do kind of get to see him, but yeah, he's pretty much behind the.
And the fact that, you know, Josh was introducing himself and going, hey, you know, like, subscribe, smash all that stuff, and you know, follow us. And that was really, really freaking cool as an introduction to the channel.
Yeah.
So.
I'd like to see more of the participants, the cast of Initiative Impossible, do these little things and talk a little bit about their characters, a couple little behind the scenes. Maybe we could work on that and get that done. Absolutely. But I got a couple things over here on YouTube I want to catch up on. Shelby's joining in. He says, do you hear about Dr. Squatch? They're amazing.
Isn't that a soap?
I think so. I think so.
No, I'm tried and true and spoiled as fuck for Stone Cottage Farm.
Yeah, for sure. So you're a Stone Cottage farm whore.
Yes, I am. I'm a soap whore.
Josh says, Tony, animations are difficult, time consuming, but they are worth it in the end. And he also says, there are things I would like to fully animate, just don't have the time yet. And I have one of those, Heather, LOL.
Right.
And John says, so the new DeLorean will get a massive modern facelift and will be the electric luxury sports car, but right here in San Antonio.
Nice.
Cool.
Being built there.
Very cool.
Yeah, Louder's chiming in and says, y'all don't get to go crazy alone like the Addams family. And he says, video editing should not be that hard. Yeah. It is.
It's crazy.
But if you have software that you can create stupid amounts of shortcuts, it's just remembering all the shortcuts. That's the difficult part about it.
And
so when you render it, you know,
there's a lot.
Well, here's the thing is there's a lot of different renderings that if you change the settings for those types of things and you forget to change them back because you were rendering one thing in one way and then you're doing like a 2-hour edit.
There's so much.
And that's the thing is on formats like this, we talk to you guys live. Yeah. We engage with you live.
Right.
But doing stuff like Josh, like he busted out, what was it? Was it the Halloween episode?
Yeah. Oh my
gosh. In like 10 fucking hours. I'm like, holy shit, bro.
Just call you the beast, man.
He is.
Josh is the beast, man. That's now his name. But no, honestly, it's interesting to see that because there are so many content creators out there that have all of that stuff going and doing it. And I'm sure they may have a big team. We only have a few. And there's something else that we wanted to, I wanted to get into and I thought would be cool. Yes. I don't know what you guys would think about it, but doing the theater, like audio theater. I think it would be so much fun.
The Mind Theater.
Yeah, Mind Theater. I think it would be so much fun to do, but to find time to get everybody together to do that, I don't know what you guys would think about that, but I think it would be. I think it would be fun.
You're cracking me up.
Oh, boy.
Tim says, Baghead does 2 takes in post. Laugh out loud. Hey, well, it's Baghead. I mean, come on.
Woo! I almost dropped my phone there. Not blocking anybody. John says, Josh, can you animate a little hair on Tony's bald head and maybe throw in a little color while you're at it? LOL. And Josh says, I appreciate all the love, but I am no pro. LOL, still learning. Well, you're still are busting your ass, man, and we want to give credit where credit's due. And I feel that way about a lot of things that we've got going on. I mean, there's you guys on Initiative Impossible really stepped up and made it possible to do the show and get all that stuff together. And it's not just left on this part.
And to go back to Josh, I mean, that's the thing that I enjoy about working with somebody else that's just as driven as we are. Because I think it was, the first live show we did, we'd only got together and done 2 pre-productions with actually doing all of the software and the mics and whatnot. So giving Josh a crash course, I'm like, all right, you do this, and this. You got all that? All right, we're going live. And he's like, fuck.
But he did it.
But he did it, and he killed it. And that's the thing is, he even worked on, once he got everything up and running, he was also running the live chat.
Yeah.
And just killing it and engaging with the fans of the channel because, and this is total support of what you guys do for Initiative Impossible. We had fans of the channel almost right away. And I'm like, shit, yeah. So here's Josh over here cracking jokes and typing shit into the chat while you've got the rest of the studio doing all kinds of crazy shit and running off the chain.
Yep.
And it takes that well-oiled machine of a group of people to make this stuff work. So, I mean, mad props to what you guys do in supporting the channel. You guys can do all kinds of stuff. The biggest thing is, if you like what we do, punch that like button. It's free. It costs you nothing but pushing a button.
I'd like to, because we're talking about Initiative Impossible, and we have new stuff coming, new content coming, all that stuff. Josh's still working on videos and stuff to get out there to you guys so you can see the fun, amazing edits. I challenge you guys to go over to Initiative Impossible on Twitch and on YouTube. And go and like and subscribe, follow, whatever it is you guys have to do. It's all free. Also, it is on Instagram as well, so you guys can go check that out over there on Facebook. Go like and follow and do all that stuff because there's so much more coming. There's a new journey coming, and if you guys like what we do, I think you'd really like that stuff too. Yes, I'm involved in it, but I'm so much dimmed down compared to everybody else that's playing. I feel it's just like, it's fun. I'm thankful, but
you've got those amazing one-liners that the clapbacks and stuff. I'll show you how to shoot better later.
So there's that. And now I have to figure out a new character and what I'm gonna do. I don't know yet what I'm doing.
Come on, just do a throwback to like the Tessie Turner Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I could do that. But I don't know if that goes under a fighter. That would go under a fighter.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Twiddler, I was on Twiddlers and he was talking about a card and I was like, I'm going to actually use that as a name for my character. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Speaking of games, I actually was able to catch the trailer for Kamagama Neon Dynasty.
Yeah.
And I also listened to the story.
Okay.
I'm going to say that fuck you, Wizards, you're as bad as Disney because you just, like, in less than 2 minutes, you made me hate everything about the shit that you do.
Yeah.
But here's the thing is I also listened to the story while I was trying to get all this stuff done today of Kamagawa Neon Dynasty.
Yeah.
And holy shit, right in the fields, man. Like, I don't know who the writers are for these because they have different writers for everyone. But man, just some of the cards and the story behind the cards of why this shit happened. And I'm going, damn you, Tamio.
So much content there with it, though.
Oh, God. It's
so not just the game. It's so much more than that. There's the storyline. There's the art. There's so much to it. And the way that the cards play together, I mean, it's... Yes, I'm nerding off here.
That's the cool part about it is like that was another reason when they actually started putting out novels or short stories with Magic the Gathering in sets that drops. Like there is so much callback to the older sets and I'm going, fuck. And being able to play with you guys right here on MTG Arena, like John, I was able to play with him.
Yeah.
And hey, if you guys are going to be on Saturday, which I hope you are, I got a new code for you guys.
All right.
For everybody, because I give away free shit.
Nice.
But it was funny because one of the new cards I got to play was with Tamio, the Planeswalker. And John's like, fuck that Planeswalker. But it was so cool because it's not a busted card. But if you're able to get it off, it does some crazy shit.
Yeah. And here's another thing, too, I want to talk about, guys. One of my friends had made a joke about screw, like, Bitcoin and all of that kind of stuff. If you really want to find out, like, get some money, your MTG cards, Magic the Gathering cards, they're going up and down every single day. So many. And some of them are coming out, like, you're like, that are old cards really jacking up there. And it's like, whoa, these are changing so much.
been actively collecting again since 2016. And here's the funny part about it. We're at what, 6 years later?
Yeah.
Some of the cards that I've been collecting since then. I mean, if you go out and buy a booster box or just a booster pack, they went from, I think it was like $4.12 or some shit like that. That one booster pack now from a set that I collected back in 2016 is going for $45.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's incredible how much these cards are going up. And like I said, it changes. It changes off and on, just like any collector's items do. But I've been seeing that because I have really been starting to watch more of the MTG family sharing their stuff, and there's so much good content out there.
Shout out Big Bucks, Dave.
And if you guys are, you like Magic the Gathering as well, subscribe to these channels because you get a chance to win and stuff too.
Oh God!
Not only like to watch their content is the first and foremost, but they are doing so many different things where you can win, and they bring people in that are loyal to the channels.
Shout out to Big Box Dave and the fact that he did a battle with us, which was so freaking cool.
Yeah, he did. That was cool.
Suck it, Trebek.
Yeah, whatever.
But it was so awesome because he threw a couple of booster packs together and said, "Hey, this is what we're going to go through and do."
Yeah.
Same thing with Brian Kuhn at Pipe Dream Gaming.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously, if you guys have not subscribed to this stuff and this is something you're interested in, go check these guys out. They Big Box Dave and frickin' Sergeant Barbie. Oh my God, it's hilarious.
Yeah. I've Sergeant Barbied myself this past week of getting myself together and getting my shit together again.
God.
I got some stuff over here on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and catch up with you guys. So John said my second oldest son moved out yesterday in his own place, and I'm so proud of him. Congratulations, Cody.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's really cool. And anyone else want to see Tony in a wig next week? Wahaha.
Well, no.
I mean, I could bring some of mine over. You guys just choose. Just kidding. And Josh says, if we hit 10 likes on this video, Tony should have to wear one. Wahaha. The challenge has been thrown down. John says, it would make his gorilla boyfriend really happy. And then Josh says, what color should it be? John said, I would say dark brown to match his rock and roll days.
God,
which also John says, I remember he had long hair at some point, but then he had kids, and we know where that goes with that hair. What hair didn't turn gray, simply just fell out.
No, that's a shitty genetics.
Oh gosh, that's fantastic.
And Louder says, we're always learning, friends. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
I really enjoy the fact that you guys are supportive of the channel and come on and say some of the stupidest shit.
I love it.
And it goes back to that dance monkey. You're my imaginary friend.
They say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Whoa, oh, yeah. So,
should I buy a what?
What? Wait, what?
Hold on.
This Facebook.
Louder says, should I buy a Grachiti? Gretch exclamation point. A Gretch. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Gretch. Yeah, Gretches are beautiful.
I mean, they're all right.
They're expensive.
They're ridiculously expensive.
Which reminds me. So, I found.
Yes.
Okay. I talked to the hang drum community because I am obsessed with these damn instruments, and I am going to have one.
Boop, boop, boop.
I am going to have one. They're freaking beautiful, and I want freaking beautiful. And I want one so much. It's been such a long time, and I've been wanting one. So they're over about $2,000 or more. I did find some that were on Amazon. I talked to the community. They said not worth it. Do not get them. Find somebody who's been making them for a while. So I found a guy out of California. I found one that I like. I have been posting about this. I have been listening to this every single day. I'm learning about it.
Right.
The manifestation thing. And so I posted a video, and then one of my friends posted, Heather, there's somebody who traded a bobby pin all the way up to a house.
Oh yeah, I read that book.
You can do this and trade all the way up to a hang drum. If anybody can, I know you could do this. And I went, I probably could. I probably could.
Here's the funny part about it. It was a paperclip, and the paperclip's the size of you.
No. So there was one that was a red paperclip, and they traded it all the way up to get in the house.
Yes.
Then a lady, I don't know if the other person was a lady or not.
Yeah.
But she traded a bobby pin all the way up to a house.
Nice.
Got the house. There's some stuff going on with that. I followed the journey on Instagram to see what was what. So I watched. So she posted videos of each trade.
Yeah.
She went from that bobby pin to shoes to snowboard to tiny house to like a bike food cart.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. Like so much stuff she traded. Even more vehicles. And finally did get the house. Right. Well, the house has a lot of stuff that needs to be worked. However, they have found people that are able to come in and are helping out because she is trading the house for a bobby pin.
What the fuck?
And starting the process over again.
Oh my God.
And starting the process over again and doing that
crazy.
Get houses for people.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So I was like, I might trade a button. I don't know. But I'm like, I'm feeling that spunk again. Like, I feel like I could do this.
Do it.
But then what happens if I get traded like a really good vehicle and I'm like, I don't really need this really good vehicle. You know what I mean? Like, then what do you do?
Trade one of the Voltron Lions.
No. No. But yeah, so I was following that and I thought that was really interesting. And I've been kind of thinking about it, but I'm also like, how much work would this all? You know what I mean? Like starting out with nothing to get to that. So we'll see what happens.
Well, but that also goes back to the process of a ridiculous amount of people.
True.
So in the process of doing that, I mean, that we were talking about some of that stuff before the show. Like I have 50 gajillion seeds of people that just gave to me.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, here you go. Or also looking out for deals of stuff when they do like 90% off their clearance. Because come springtime, nobody else wants to buy seeds.
Right.
Even though when their seed stuff first drops, I'm like, wow, they're not going to buy that. They're not going to buy that. And 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty correct on that.
Right.
So being able to sow the seeds and do the stuff that I want to do.
Right.
I'm either going to grow a ridiculous amount of plants or I'm just going to go through and sell seeds.
Right.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Because what better place to get seeds than at the farmer's market? Exactly.
For real. I think about it. And it's interesting, seeing people do that because that's what it was. That's how it was before. It was trading. There's a lot of that happening that people just traded to get what they needed.
Yeah.
So why can't you do it in more modern day, especially with being able to use social media and all that stuff to be able to do that? Yep. But then again, you have to really be careful because there's a lot of scammers out there. And a lot of them a-holes have been jumping on my Instagram lately. When you start out with, hey, beautiful, I'm like, fuck you, buddy.
Have you tried Tide Pods?
Yeah, it's like... I know your game. If you can't get on my social media and know me for me, no. So yeah, I've been running into that a lot lately. What do you got over there?
Oh God, this is great. So apparently, Louder is having an issue spelling Gretch. I completely understand. I'm having issue trying to just speak. And he said, "How cool would it be? How cool would a Voltron Lion guitar be?"
There you go. Huh.
So now you got me thinking.
Now I'm thinking. John says, if you trade your button up to a really nice car that you love, I guess you're just going to have to find another button. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, seriously, because we all know I've talked about the vehicle situations and throughout.
Yes,
it's not crazy. It could happen.
Well, and I mean,
it could happen.
Look at how connected we actually are with a lot of this stuff. And people are looking for different things all the time. And it's like, you know what? The trade and barter system worked really well.
Yeah.
I mean, go back to just the hunting and trapping days.
Yeah.
And a fair trade, people would trade pelts and furs for food and supplies. So when you go back to that whole entire process, it's the same thing.
Right.
People are willing to go through and trade things. Like I have books.
Right.
A fountain of knowledge.
Right.
I would love to go through and trade somebody a book for something. So getting onto that whole entire process of, hey, I want to trade you this for, say, a Black Lotus.
Yeah. Right. But, you could always work up to
Well, that's my point.
I think they say, you know, everybody has their point where they'll either trade or they'll cave to sell.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just finding the right person when you're doing the trade. I think it's awesome. It could be something cool.
Says fur burgers.
Not trading those. What even? Okay. I'm gonna do that baghead makeover and zip your lips.
It is that time.
All right, it's that time. Wait, what?
Yes, it
That's
is.
not
that
a good segue. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and
zip your lips on fur burgers.
I'm gonna talk about some businesses. That's our business, not that
Apparently,
business.
Tim said it's an auto glitch.
Oh, okay. So, right. So I'm going to talk to you guys about Buns and Roses Holistics.
We've got to get them on the show.
We do. I have to reach out to them. I think they live by me.
Mitchell, Angel, whatever you're doing.
Jump on.
Yeah.
So Buns and Roses Holistics, tea, tarot candles, yoga, and Reiki healings. They are offering all that. Plus, they have some really cute stuff on their Etsy shop. You guys can go and check that out. They do come to the farmers market.
The farmers market.
And sell up there. And it's Etsy and Instagram, all that stuff. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I've been following them because I'm all hip on social media now. Not really.
I'm cool.
I'm cool. I'm hip. This is what you kids are saying these days. Yeah. You can reach them at 989-671-7320 or at www.bunsandrosesholistics.com.
What?
Or by following them on Instagram.
Nice.
So go check them out. Also, I have Creative Crafts by Kate. You can find her on Facebook. Like her on Facebook under It's Just a Thing, Cancer Sucks.
Fuck cancer.
Yeah, I agree. She does custom sewing and machine embroidery, also custom vinyl work. Done a lot of really cool stuff. Cups, all kinds of things. What's that?
Oh, my nose ditch.
Oh, so you can reach her at 989-553-5338
5533
or at kwood331@gmail.com.
Nice.
Follow her on Facebook at It's Just a Thing, Cancer Sucks.
Fuck cancer.
Which, give her a shout out. She has beat the second time around. She kicked cancer's ass.
Katie's just a badass.
She is. And I ran into her and she was telling me that she had to go back in to find out like the final thing. And I was just looking at her and I went, man, she looks good. Like she looks like she did kick its ass and that she's doing better. And she did. So really, really thankful for that because she's someone that's dear to us. Last but not least on my side, Stone Cottage Farm of Mayville, you guys. If you have not checked them out, go to their Facebook.
Yes.
Go to their Etsy.
Yes.
Go to their now TikTok and Instagram.
All of the above.
All of the above. All the social medias. You guys can find them there. You can follow the Kid Mageddon stories. All the stuff that's happening at the farm.
It's so funny.
Go to Etsy. You can find out all the different scents and things that they have available for soap and everything else that they sell. And also you can go to the farmers markets where they will be at.
Yes.
And also at Mid-Michigan Renaissance Festival coming up in July. I'm not going to tell you the wrong ones. So, but you can reach them at Facebook, like I said, and www.etsy.com/shop/Stone Cottage Farm soap.
Yes.
On to you now.
It's pretty nifty. I like that. So, as one of the local businesses that we support hugely is the Harvest Coffee Shop, which is amazing. You find them on Facebook at Harvest Your Craft. And they've been posting some pretty amazing drinks. I don't know if you've caught any of that lately.
I have, yeah.
I've shared the shit out of that on Facebook, which is pretty cool. And one of those lovely ladies that works there. Check that shit out with coffee, tea, and they have amazing food. Seriously, go check them out. Emily Steely, she's a massage therapist. She has an incredible sense of humor. I adore her. But she does house calls, so don't be creepy. You can text her at 989-492-6251. She does therapeutic massage, relaxation massage, trigger point therapy, craniosacral, and light healing touch, reflexology, and joint mobility.
Nice.
So yeah, that's
all good stuff.
All good stuff to do health stuff, which is amazing. Which transitions conveniently enough to the next thing that we're talking about.
What you got there?
At Shelson's Natural Health, 21 North Almer Street, Carroll, Michigan 48723. With Dr. Matthew J. Shelson, PhD, LMNOP. God, I can't even follow all these letters and numbers and shit after his name. It's amazing, which is so cool. But Dr. Matt, he's a homeopathic doctor, and the dude is wicked freaking smart with the stuff that he knows. And if you want to get a consult and go see them and talk about the things that are ailing you, you can reach Dr. Matt at 855-672-2600. And then there's also our doctor,
right?
Dr. Katie Gremmel.
Last name's changed.
I'm just gonna call her
Dr. Katie. Yeah.
And you can reach her at 855-672-2600. Yeet that across the studio. So yeah, take your health seriously, because what do you got to lose but your health?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, guys, that you do not have to live in our city.
No, you don't.
To go and see them. So you can contact them from wherever you are and be seen via Zoom or however they do it. So you can be treated still, and they can send stuff to you.
I'm going to sing the Zoom song. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Doom song. Yes. But yeah, so thank you for sharing all that stuff. And I hope you guys will jump on it and check out all that different stuff going on, because I love to be able to share that stuff, support local, do all that stuff. But even if you're not local, like John mentioned earlier, you can still support from where you're at. You can be anywhere. I mean, we have people that listen from over in Europe and
across the
pond and all different places. So you can even be seen or talk to them from over there. So very cool. Thanks for listening.
Tim is chiming in and says, my string composition is coming together nicely. If either of you listened to it yet, bro, I've been so busy, but that's one of the things that I'm going to try and do either today, if we have still time left in the night, or tomorrow, just because I too have been working on some new music.
Ooh, cool. I like it. Yeah. Tim, you've shared things to me, and I've gotten a chance to listen, and I really do like all the, the stuff that you have been bringing. I like the instrumentals. I really do. Like, I can feel that. The one he sent, I'm just like, I really dig this, man. I dig it. So don't stop. I'm
just going to say, I love Baghead. Just, if you guys don't know what Baghead is, it is time that you will never get back, but it is fucking awesome. Like, go support Baghead, seriously.
Instagram, Facebook.
I don't remember. Hey,
TikTok.
Throw up all your socials on there, Tim, so we can share them, please.
So, we kind of got a little bit into the Taylor verse with 1883, Yellowstone. There's so many different ones I didn't know that he has done, written, produced, all that stuff. I had no idea, but he's teamed up with Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
And they are definitely on the side of doing more of the stuff, and I think he's an incredible writer. I want more. I want more.
You're not wrong, which I think is so funny, because I just finished the Book of Boba Fett.
Okay, yeah.
Love that. And for those of you listeners out there that love Baby Grogu, and that's his name, not Baby Yoda. They just, the last couple of episodes in the book.
No spoils.
I'm just saying, the last couple of episodes they did.
Yeah.
If you guys were trying to have an issue following it, trust me, it pays off. Watch it from beginning to end, because the Book of Boba Fett is amazing how they tie it all together. And you go, holy shit, did not see that coming.
And I love this. Okay, so the streaming stuff is so cool. Like,
yes,
in our rent, internet and cable is included, which kind of ticked me off because I didn't want cable, so we got charged a little bit more. But anyway, like, we stream Paramount Plus, we stream Netflix, Disney Plus. There's a couple different other ones in between there. And I appreciate that. Like, I like that. But it's been interesting because 1883 is going episode, and now some of the Netflix ones are dropping episodes weekly instead of hitting you with the whole. I'm like, I didn't sign up for this.
I can't wait for Stranger Things season 4.
Oh, did they say any time when that's
I think it's supposed to drop in March.
Okay. See, and here's another thing too, is we talked about trying to step up the game and get back into doing, I call it creative movement exercise, whatever the hell you guys want to call it. Whatever makes you feel good about doing it.
Making your fat cry.
Yeah, funeral for fats. So now, in order for me to actually watch an episode of something,
yes,
I have to either be on the bike or I'm walking.
Yeah.
If I stop, I pause it. I don't watch it. So I picked out a specific series that I'm watching and doing that with, and it takes 2 episodes to get through my full workout, which is okay. I'm not upset because I'm still able to watch, but get my stuff done that I need to get done. I'm sure it will get better as I get faster at it. But it's something else to look at if you guys want to watch something. You don't have to go to the gym to be able to do this stuff to take care of yourself.
No.
So I've kind of found, I'm like, okay, this will get me motivated. And I'm on day 4 of doing all of it. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just excited.
Well, and that's one of the things that I thoroughly enjoy. And Tim did share his stuff.
Good.
Baghead,
Yeah.
you can go to, shit, I'm blind as fuck. TikTok.com, TTPD. HWBY. So there's that.
Okay, there you go.
And if you guys are on, we can share that link on our face or not. Yeah, we'll share it on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
He's on Facebook too. So there's that.
Okay. Cool.
So check that out. Go support local. And one of the things that I wanted to really talk about when you were talking about that whole thing that you were getting at with, wow, total brain fart.
Which part of the thing?
Just
watching the shows and doing the
watching the shows is I went back and started watching American Gods again.
Okay.
Because I never finished it. And it's so funny how much stuff I missed just in the first season. I went, how the hell did I not see this before? Because you know, when you're talking about the episodes and whatnot, good God.
Yeah.
Some of the creative, brilliant minds and all this stuff. And I'm still trying to find a decent outlet for Pam and Tommy because I want to watch this because Sebastian Shaw, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Sebastian, what the fuck? The guy that played the Winter Soldier.
Oh, he is actually Tommy.
He's Tommy.
I'm looking at him because I did watch the first episode and I started watching the second one.
Yes.
And I'm looking at him and I'm like, he looks familiar.
Yeah.
And he's
Sebastian Stan. That's who it is.
Such a douche. And then you got Seth Rogen in there.
Yes.
You know, so I started watching that myself.
Yeah.
What the hell is it? It's on Paramount Plus.
Is it on Paramount Plus?
I think it is.
No wonder I can't find
Where
it.
83 is. I think it's on the same. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look. But I started watching that too, and I was just like,
right.
I'm trying to get into it, but you know, Tommy Lee in the show is such a douche.
But
I don't know, like, you know.
If you watch The Dirt,
I did. Didn't Machine Gun Kelly play?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yes, I did. Yeah. Okay.
I love Sebastian Stan as an actor just because here's the thing. He's done such great supporting roles. And I love the fact that he plays the character with Flash for like the Winter Soldier. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Really? How could you not want to be that dude? I mean, Tom Holland's reaction to, whoa, you have a metal arm? And Falcon's like, there is not this much talking when you're fighting.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
John says, so apparently they're going to build robot dogs to patrol our southern border now. I wonder, will they bark or bite you in the ass if they catch you?
Wasn't that the same thing they had on one of the Terminator franchise, like the bike dogs or whatever the hell they were?
Possibly.
Terminator speeders or whatever. Like,
okay,
not sure how that works. I mean, and besides, with enough of those guys that are south of the border, wouldn't they just kick the dog over? And I mean, how does that work?
I don't know. Maybe they have like a thing that traps. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that's a little bit too Inspector Gadget. I don't know, but seriously, you know, speaking of that with the robots and stuff, they're on. I keep on getting it in my feed. There's over in Russia.
Yeah.
They're creating these bots.
Yep.
And they look like humans.
Right.
And luckily right now they don't have legs.
Didn't China figure that shit out like 20 years ago?
Oh, I'm sure. Well, they had the legs on them, but they made it to where they can only roll around, not get up and walk.
That's just fucking weird.
So
have we not learned anything from the Terminator movies? Hello?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, guys, here we go. Don't make robots. Don't bring back dinosaurs.
Has the movie not taught us anything? Like, I mean,
Hollywood's like, hey, listen, fuckers, we're gonna run this down, but we're gonna make some money off of it while we're doing it. This is what it is. Like, don't do these things. Don't try this at home.
Yeah.
You know,
cloning chickens with dinosaur DNA is probably not the brightest thing that you scientists are doing right now. Just saying.
Yeah, stop. Here's the thing. Stop. Hollywood did that to make money. Don't try this at home.
Yeah, there's.
Be kind. Rewind. Stop.
Here's an idea. If it's bigger than you probably shouldn't fucking clone it.
No.
Just gonna say. I mean,
no.
Yeah. What? I love the saying, the meme that's been going around forever on Facebook of what doesn't kill you make you strong will make you stronger. But bears will fucking kill you. Yeah. Just saying.
I mean, we as humans, we should already be like that gut feeling thing. Like, listen to it, yeah. And it's it pops up, and I can't stop watching it. Yeah. It's one of those things. That's why I don't fucking take my phone around me all day long anymore, because I'm just like, huh.
But see, here's the thing. I want to go back to the psychological ramifications of teddy bears. I'm just gonna throw this out there.
Okay.
Teddy bears are cute and cuddly. Mm-hmm. So of course, some little screaming baby crotch goblin son of a bitch,
right,
goes, "Oh, mommy, look, it's a big furry bear. I want to go give it a hug." You are the reason why natural selection is put in place. Survival of the fittest. Like I posted something earlier. Yeah. Like there's this animal that literally yeets its young in front of a predator to see if it can escape. I mean, yeah, I kind of did parenting like that. Like my kids turned out great.
I kind of know some people around the park that were just like, hey, I made this thing.
Right.
But I want to live. I really just made it to repel and, run.
Yes.
Toss and throw. Eat and run.
Eat and run.
Eat and run. Got a couple things over here. You guys are blowing it up.
It was
over
a
here
run by eating.
Yeah. They were like, my life's more important. Fuck this thing. I don't feel that way. Like, I like kids. I love kids, but no. I mean, apparently. I guess that's the thing. Like, if you have it.
It's kind of like California. It's a nice place to visit, but you don't want to live there.
That's how that works.
Sort of.
Okay, so going back over here. Yeah, let's see. Where were we? Oh, Josh says maybe it's one of the Boston Dynamic dog bots. Sophia the robot. She's technically an actual citizen of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's scary.
John says they should have all of the battle bots patrol the southern border. At least they can do something. And what about the woolly mammoth? It's like a fuzzy elephant.
Yeah, according to the scientists, they said that it wasn't in a cold climate. It was in a warm climate to dissipate heat.
Okay.
And I went, wait a minute, because their studies was off of the really furry animals that live in the rainforest. Mm-hmm. And I went,
wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Well, yeah, and not too long ago, they continue to keep on finding a bunch here in Michigan. Over was it in Mayville area? They had found one not too long, like a couple years back.
Yeah.
While they were digging, I was like, "That's pretty fantastic."
Yeah.
But I'm thankful that they're not here now because they're huge, and we don't have enough food for them if you bring this back, right? Like,
well, here's the thing.
People.
Do you know why the dinosaurs went extinct?
Talk about it.
I think it was because, and I can't take the credit for this. I have to give my friend Heath the credit for this, because he said, look at this. All right, humans, they consume ridiculous amounts of resources and all these other things.
Right.
Same thing with the dinosaurs. The reason why the dinosaurs went extinct was because they literally ate themselves out of an environment.
Okay.
You're talking a brontosaurus, right? Like, how many tons of food did this thing eat a day?
My favorite dinosaur, if anybody cares.
Right. But you're looking at all the tops of the trees.
Right.
This thing eats tons and tons and tons of food, and it's as big as a fucking football stadium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How long before the tops of your trees are going to be shredded because this thing's eating tons and tons of food? Yeah. Same thing with Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's why when you look at the Raptors, why they were such a finely tuned machine, because they would attack in packs and take chunks out of this thing, so it eventually would bleed out whatever the hell it was. And they never went for the strongest one. They always went for the weakest one.
Right.
Look at that. Go watch the Discovery Channel. Watch lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Yeah.
Take that shit out. They don't go for the strongest one. They go, oh, well, this one's left behind. He's the weakest one. Nom, nom.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And I'm talking to myself when I say this too. Don't be a fatty. Prepare for the zombie apocalypse. Go watch Zombieland, right? It's always the fatty apocalypse.
Prepare for the worst.
And don't be chased by lions and tigers and bears.
Right.
Just
and
saying.
also having a Thunder Buddy would probably be a good thing too.
Yes, Thunder Buddies are amazing.
But I know when we're talking about the dinosaurs and everything, the final installment, I think, of Jurassic
Fallen Kingdom, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's coming out as well. And apparently Batman's coming out, or it has. I don't know.
The new one with what's his face?
Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
Patterson.
I love him as an actor. Aside from the shit that he did in the Twilight series.
Well, I mean,
fuck Twilight.
I get you. I understand. I mean, even if you were to look at that too, he still did a good job in it.
He had shit to work with. So.
Right. So there's that. But I found it funny because I'm like, okay, this must be dropping because there's all kinds of weird promotions and shit. And one of them was a bat-shaped calzone. And I'm like,
all right.
No. Okay. Is this how we're driving people to the theaters? I must buy this bat calzone, and then afterward, I shove it in my face. I'm going to go and watch the new Batman movie.
But look at the shit that they did in the 1989 promotion for the original Batman, the original Batman in our modern time,
right?
For Michael Keaton. What was it? Fucking Taco Bell and McDonald's?
I'm sure. Like I know,
it was so cheesy.
It makes sense. I understand because there's always going to be ridiculous promotions when it comes to a movie that they feel is going to be a big blockbuster.
Of course.
Also, people are jumping on the bandwagon so they can get people in because they know, oh, this is going to be a blockbuster. Yep. They're going to come in and they're going to buy this stupid food.
Yeah.
People are going to come in here more. Yep. Now, if they had that at the theater, because there are theaters now, especially around us, that serve alcohol and food and all this different stuff, which I never imagined I would see, and I'm not trying to be a boomer there, but it really does. Like I think about it.
You're not a boomer. You're Generation X.
Actually,
or no, you're Y.
No.
What?
I'm actually considered a millennial.
I'll get the fuck out of here.
I know. I was hurt too. I was like, wait a minute. I always believed that I was this.
Right.
Who changed the rules? But yeah, no, I think you might be right though. I think I am an 80s. So yeah. I'll figure it out. I'll look it up. It's like you cross your fingers and you're like, please not be so there's that.
A funny story. I've actually been following this new YouTube channel that does a bunch of TikTok stuff. And I hate TikTok. But some of the shorts they do on YouTube is funny as hell.
Yeah.
Is what a Gen Xer thinks.
Oh, yeah.
And I shared some of that stuff, and it's funny as hell. So, of course, it's, was it Generation Z and then Generation X? So I showed this to my son, who is that whole, whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, so is this what you think I do?
This is true.
And he's like, yeah, for the most part, because you're just kind of an asshole. And I'm like,
oh.
Wow, really?
Tell me how you feel.
So I've been watching a couple of other videos and bringing it up to him. And he's like, why are you showing me this shit?
Right.
And I'm going, yeah, that's kind of how this works.
So there can be some good content, some funny content. There's a lot. Okay. There's a lot of thirst traps out there on this TikTok.
Yeah.
I may have been fooled by a couple of them.
Yes.
But after a while, I'm like, okay, you're still doing the same thing. I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm not good at it, so obviously I don't bring all the milkshakes and all that stuff. But yeah, anyway, but there's been a couple of them that keep on popping up, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, you're good looking, but you're doing the same thing over and over. Like, if that's all you're using this for, I can't watch you anymore.
Heavy Metal Fart 66 Samus, you'll lose your shit laughing. I'm telling you. Check it out.
I don't know if I want to.
He was shocked that it went viral because he's like, this is so ridiculous, it's absurd, but it's so fucking funny when you watch it.
Times used to be so different. Viral meant something so different.
A UTI.
Oh, that's venereal.
Venereal.
It's not viral. Totally different.
So not okay.
So not
you
okay.
need a shot in the pee-pee or something?
Going back over to YouTube there. Josh has one of us. Ooh, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. So, I mean, it's so different. Like, it is. It is different.
Yeah.
It is super
Tim
different.
says, check out weighted blankets for extra security. Yeah, because zombies can't bite through weighted blankets, I think. That's how that works. I'm not sure.
You just curb stomp them so they can't bite you at all.
Double tap that shit. Come on now.
Come on. Who's your partner?
That's right.
Okay, I worked third shift at the Evil Empire for a very long time, right?
Yes.
And I worked in sporting goods at one point, and I'm by myself at night. First off, I'm going, okay, what am I doing if Crackhead comes in here? What am I doing? And then I went, wait, what am I doing if a zombie apocalypse happens? Think fast, hotshot. I have the keys to all of the sporting goods stuff. I was like,
yep.
I'm in a good spot right now. But then I was out by myself, and then I went, oh, wait a minute. You're the only kid that came home from hunter safety without hitting the target. What do you do? Like, I need to find somebody who's good at this stuff at work.
Flamethrowers.
Taint throwers. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, okay. All right. So anyway, what do you got over there? Oh boy. Mine?
Yes, that's yours.
John says cockroaches and mosquitoes need to be extinct. Tony, you are smart. How do we make this happen?
I actually have about a 10-year process of studying biochemistry and the engineering of that process. Look up, and you're going to love this because understanding chemical compounds and how they put together. Shinus terabithius. It's the pepper plant, which is interesting. Start tearing those compounds apart and let me know what you come up with because I have a whole folder dedicated on my computer of understanding the Shinus terabithius pepper plant.
Nice.
So yeah, give that a look. Tear apart some of the chemical compounds, and you'll be amazed at what you find. Because they say it's a noxious weed in Texas, Florida, and California.
Okay.
But it's not because it has some pretty interesting properties when it comes to natural deterrents.
There you go. All right. I like it. Yeah, there's... I thought about that today, okay? And he's bringing up, being smart and everything.
Yeah.
When I was in school, I would be happy if I got a D+. And it wasn't
You got
that...
a grade? I got an F. Fucking pay attention.
Yeah, I did get grades, just they weren't that fantastic because I really was like... This is the thing, like they'd be talking about what we're learning in school and I just could not concentrate.
Yeah.
Everything that they were saying was just like,
or
it was just like, it's not getting through here. It's not getting through. And it's not that I was not smart by any, but I just had this anxiety of being in class and I couldn't pay attention. I was like, I'll just read this later. And guess what? I did not.
I did
not. So I got really bad grades in school.
I read shit much later.
Yeah, I did. I got bad grades in school, but I got good grades in college. So
yeah, not so much in college either.
Well, when you're paying for it, you try to be better. Math, I didn't. Math, they were like, you know what, Heather? We're failing you.
Just go to stripping. You'll be better.
No, they would never have said that. What stripper rolls around on the ground because they're too big to get on the pole? Like, no.
You'd be surprised. There's some pretty crazy shit on the internet.
No.
Just saying.
I don't know.
There is a kink out there.
I am not body shaming. I'm just saying, like, no. I could not shake what my mama gave me to make money. That's just not how that worked.
I mean,
morally either.
Could.
Morally either.
I mean, just saying, there's options, Heather.
No. Morally either. Okay, first and foremost, in school, I could not climb the damn rope. How do you think? No. And pulls. Another thing.
Yeah.
Going down the slides as a kid.
Yeah.
Getting your skin ripped off. Going down the no.
Not
that
happy
makes
about
me
that.
think of the adult version of that, of getting your skin ripped, and you don't want that. That's a bad thing.
Nope.
Where it goes.
No, I couldn't climb the rope because I couldn't breathe.
I just was like, I'd try, and I was like, my arms are so weak, I cannot. And then I looked up there and was like, that's too high. You're on crack. I
couldn't do it because I couldn't breathe because I'd be like, and it sucked because how I made it to this point,
to here,
is beyond me because I probably should have died lots of times because you don't hook your braces up to a car battery and see what happens. Because you're trying to tune in a radio station?
That sounds like a story for another time. Because guess what, guys? We're already there.
You've got a couple things over there.
Pay attention. So John says, my absolute favorite part of school is when it was finally over.
Yeah.
School's out forever. Yeah, I agree. Like, that was it. Like, that's pretty much where my mind was at. I was looking at the clock going, fucking hurry up. I want to go home and eat my SpaghettiOs. Fuck this. Like,
see, that's the thing. I wish they would do this with schools in general. And I'm actually doing some research on some grant stuff. So anybody that is a grant writer listening to this stuff, please get a hold of me. Because I've got a bunch of projects that I want to do. And I've got a bunch of really cool ideas. I just need the resources to do it. And I know you guys who do grant writing are ridiculously talented at this stuff. So I need to take your brain and put it into this brain so I can put it all out there. But no, I wish they would take the school idea and those who are accelerated and can figure this stuff out, push them into a class.
Yeah.
Right? Take the kids that are just kind of mediocre and whatever, push them into a class. And then take the kids that are ridiculously slow and put them in class and teach them a completely different way.
Yeah.
For the simple fact, and then switch the classes out. Like, get them to work with the kids that are in the accelerated program.
Right.
Do it like the one-room schoolhouse. I'm not saying that was the best way to teach, but here's the thing. Everybody learns differently. So if we can help teach each other in the process of that,
right,
and swap different classes out, like what says that, one of the kids that are in the slower class helps one of the kids in the faster class figure something else out through that engagement in that process. Because, I mean, how is it that 15 weeks is the magic number for one semester?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand. Who came up with that number?
No idea. But
in the process of all of that, who said that learning finished in 15 weeks in that subject? There's so many more things. Like, you get just like a surface value of going, can you remember the stuff long enough to pass the test?
No.
And then boom, on the next stuff. Like, there's certain things I'll immediately pick up and run with.
Right, right.
Other things I'll be like, I can count to a potato.
I think it's really sad because we've talked about this before. Like, it's failing our children.
Right.
A lot of times, especially the ones that feel very not confident. They don't have the confidence when they don't pick it up like everybody else is in the class. And I was one of those students. Like, I had to learn differently, and that was shunned back then. Like, if you didn't learn right. And now, from what I only have 1 day of experience at a school, but from what I noticed, though, what they're doing with these kids that are trouble, don't learn like everybody else, is they're giving them a tablet and just putting a Band-Aid on it that way.
Yeah.
At this one particular place I was at, and I'm like,
that works.
It's not how this should be. No. And then they develop problems because when you go to try to teach them, they throw a fit about you taking away that tablet that they've been like addicted to. So we need to do better.
Yeah.
We need to do better.
Yes.
So anyway, anything else before we go? Let me see. What did I get here? Sorry, looking. The gym teacher would always yell at me because I could not coordinate my hands and my feet simultaneously. Sorry, I can't say. To climb the damn rope. So I said, fuck it, and just climbed it with my arms with dangling feet. And that was John. And John also says he stopped yelling at me after that. And I can't learn very well sitting there reading a damn book. I learn best by real world hands on.
Absolutely,
I'm the same way with that. Like, we're the same way with that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I feel like I've learned so much more just by watching videos of how-tos.
Yeah.
Because I can go back and I can learn at my pace. You know, I'd love to see before my time here is over where they cater to all the different learning and they stop making people feel bad because they learn differently.
Well, here's the thing. Show me how to do it. The kid's not getting the book. All right, go put them in another classroom where it applies differently. And I guarantee as you show children, some adults. I know a guy right now who is like 75 years old, can't spell and can't read for shit. And has used that, I don't want to say as a crutch, but he doesn't like to read. He doesn't like to spell. And there's so many things that you just need to read now.
Yeah.
That if you're not that great of a reader, it's just passed on. Somebody can explain it to you. But I mean, seriously, show me how to do it.
Right.
And then if I have to go through and read the instructions a bit differently, so be it. I mean, good Lord, I've been a voracious reader all of my life, even when I sucked at it. Like trying to read one sentence and I'm like, I don't understand what the hell that said. And the teacher was like, give me a summation of it. I'm like, what the fuck is a summation?
Right.
How am I? It's a summary? Oh, okay, cool. I have no idea what the hell I read. Let me read it 25 times, longer than 15 weeks, in order for me to get it. And guess what? I get it. And then things start processing faster. Don't be a dick. Teach kids. Don't instruct them.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. And I feel like that is a huge reason why a lot of the system in general, is failing. Failing kids, failing people, failing adults.
And we let it happen.
You know, I know growing up in school, there was several different people that had like a third grade reading level and they just kept on passing them through instead of trying to help them, instead of trying to get them a tutor to help them better themselves. They just passed it off and were like, this kid can't be taught. Are you kidding me? You can teach. You need to figure it out. Teach.
My personal favorite was, he's a really bright student. He's just not working up to his full potential.
Yeah, well.
I'm like, no, you're just boring me to death.
But you know, I'm not trying to tar teachers' names because there are a lot out there that actually do. Right. I have a handful of teachers that really made an impact on me and helped me out throughout my stuff, my school career, and even some in college that I actually really liked. But again, the one-size-fits-all education system,
it's broken.
It is. It's totally broken. I mean, I could do Excel and all of the other stuff in class. Got to math. No, I just couldn't. It wasn't my thing. So.
Well, and that's the great part about that. Like one of the audiobooks that I read was Understanding Geometry. And like, I forced myself to pay attention, and God, there is nothing more insane than trying to force yourself to understand a subject you have no idea about. As I'm going on, though, 3/4 of the way through the book, I started understanding some of this stuff, and it's well into the harder proofs and practices.
Right.
And I'm going, how is it I'm understanding this stuff now? And I'm like writing some of this stuff down as I'm listening to the book, and I'm going, I understand geometry now.
Right. It's really actually how you find your way of learning. And again, that's where I feel like some of us were failed. Because they just went, well, this kid's not going to learn. This kid just wants out of school. They don't want anything to do with it. So anyway, I'm going to get off that rant because it is time. I'm at 2% on my phone and I needed to go home.
Gross.
So thank you guys again for tuning in. We appreciate you listening, helping us achieve all the goals that we were trying to meet on Twitch. And, as we get further towards that, we thank you guys so very much.
Yes.
And we look forward to seeing you guys again next Thursday. But don't forget, Guitar Fridays is coming up tomorrow, right?
I will be here with bells on. I'm going to do something just a little bit different at the beginning of the show.
Okay. All right, cool. So you guys are going to have to tune in and check that out.
Yeah.
Thank you guys again. And remember, keep it weird.
Whoa.